Today I'm going to show you how to make your hallway go from this to this. Tools you will need include a miter box from Harbor Freight, painter's tape, caulk, sweeper, a level, laser level, measuring tape, dry deck spackling, nail gun, liquid nails, and a lot of molding material. Measuring is very important. Getting the sides, getting the width of the boxes, understanding the height of the rail and how that pertains and shifts from one box to the next box to the top to the bottom, making sure it's all even is of the utmost importance. And I'm using painter's tape to help frame that out. After that, I go to Home Depot and get some of this mullion. That's what I'm using for this project. It's pretty even on both sides, so no matter which way you cut it, it should look good. I used the Home Depot self-service to cut a lot of pieces down to the sizes I wanted, brought them home, and used the miter box to cut off the corners. And that's one corner cut off. I know this takes a while because I'm just using a miter box and not an actual electric miter saw. Go to the other side, cut that off, and I still have many more of these sticks to go. Next, we do a test run with a level. I'm holding the level right under the piece and checking my methodology right before putting the liquid nails behind it and actually sticking it to the wall, making sure I can get leveled before I finally nail it down. After I'm confident enough, I put some liquid nails on the back of it, right along with the level. Notice here I'm holding the level along with the piece, leveling it out, making sure it's perfectly dead center right before I add the nail gun on top. After many test runs, I finally got confident enough. Here goes the nail gun. I always start off with the top rail, try to align that with the painter's tape, which I've set on the top left, check the level, check the measurements before installing the rest of the box. After a lot of leveling, measuring, and cutting, there's what one box looks like against all the other boxes. A bit further down the hallway, I'm measuring once again, just to make sure I know where I want the top rail to sit before I actually put it in and nail it down. The very top rail is 4 feet up and 6 inches from the bottom of it to the top of the box. Here we go, applying more liquid nails on these pieces. And now working on the next box, starting with the top rail, and making sure it's leveled multiple times before nailing it down with the nail gun. Getting the left piece in, checking level on that, nailing it down. And here's what that box looks like. This is the Ryobi laser leveler. And with this, I'm able to get all of the heights of the boxes all lined up correctly, as well as the rail on top of all of these boxes. Combining this with the painter's tape, and checking the work against the tape measure all helps in ensuring that everything is aligned properly. Now all these other boxes are in place. I check the measurements once again along the top rail, and I check with the laser level. Then I cut some angled pieces to be able to fit the top rail, which comes in 2 pieces. I have one angled inward and one angled outward. After this is there, I nail it all down. With all the boxes and rails in place, I'm using this dry deck spackling. And the way this works is I'm patching all these holes. Get a little on the finger, roll it into the hole, and then just wipe the excess off, make it flush. Then we run the caulk and caulk gun to make it look a bit cleaner. I've already run the caulk on the edge of this piece, and I'm just using my finger, running it along the edge to make it flush with the wall. Just run it all the way down along all the pieces. With all the nail holes covered and caulk in place, it is now time to paint. I'm just using a regular Glidden paint GLE 3011 semi-gloss base. It's just a regular white paint, but it'll make it pop. Mix the paint with a painting stick and then use a paintbrush. Since we didn't paint before mounting all these frames onto the wall, we're going to have to put painter's tape and then paint while they're on the wall. Here goes paint coat number 1 with the paintbrush. Doesn't matter if you get it on the painter's tape because it'll rip right off afterwards. After paint coat number 1, we can still see the underlying wood color behind. Paint coat number 2, the wood is still visible behind, but not as much. With coat number 3 on, we can barely see the wood behind. And in the end, I ended up going with 5 coats of paint. Excuse the little helper here, but now we can rip all the painter's tape off and see what it looks like behind the scenes. And here's the final product. I know there's a little bit of wood curvature down there. If I could fix that, I probably would go back and do that, but otherwise, I think it looks great. Let me know what you think.